Okay, this is just to document what we do in these situations. So we've got to get in this wall here to get a network cable down in the wall. There's a fire block halfway down, which is typical, and we've already drilled a hole in times past for our speaker cable and video cable and everything to come through the wall. We've got some plates there already, but after with rods just trying to find that hole, we have not been able to. So what we do is we can see that we've got our speaker cable is wire nutted here at the top of the wall. So we've undone one of the 4-conductor speaker cables, and we've taped on our network cable. We've got enough network cable here that when we pull this down into the wall through the hole, we'll be able to tape the 4-conductor back on to the cable about maybe 10 feet up with about 10 feet slack, and then pull the cable, come back up here again, pull the cable back up, and now we've got this and we can reconnect it. We've got both cables in the wall. So that's not the easiest way to get it done, but it is the quickest if you just cannot find the hole there. All right, so here we are back at the wall. You can see we've got all of our speak-on plates and everything pulled out, and we just need to find which one it is now. Pull that down. We're gonna pull about 10 feet of extra network cable out so that we can tie back on and then pull both back up. I'll show you that in a minute. All right, we've had to pull pretty hard, but there we got it. So we're up one network cable, but we're down a speaker cable. So let's get that pulled back up. All right, you can see we've got our speaker cable tied back onto our network cable. We've got plenty of slack, enough. Basically, if you can touch the ceiling with it here, then you've got enough. So we got more than enough. Now the trick is going to be, this hole was already a little tight. Now we're going to have to pull the speaker cable and network cable back in parallel to each other. So that might be a little bit of a challenge. What you didn't see is my trip back up to the attic, because there was a kink in the network cable. And so this is not a good job to do solo. However, if it's just you and you don't mind the legwork, you can get it done. All right, and here we are back up at our hole in the top of the top plate. And here's what we're connecting back to. There's our wire nuts. Here's our network cable. So let's pull it up and see what we have. See if we can get it through there. That's why I taped it really good, because we might have to put some strain on it. Okay, a little extra strain, but there it is right there. All right, so we got it up. I think our network cable's still okay. But if not, we've got a lot of slack up here. We can pull it back down if there's a kink or anything like that that we need to cut off. All right, well, let's get it tied back up. Okay, we've got everything tied back in, real solid. And so we've got our network cable in as well. Got everything here. We're going to straighten this up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. And then we're going to go down and get our plate installed. Okay, we've got our two 4-conductor speak-on plates back in. We've got our, that's our video cable output for our HD base T to our displays. And then we've got our network added, and we're all good to go. So definitely not the easiest way to get this done, especially if you're solo. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and you can sit and piddle with the rods all day long, or you can just get it done. And that's what this business is about. It's about efficiency. And so if you have an opportunity to have some slack cable or some cable you can splice that's already in place in the wall, you can utilize that to pull through those fire blocks. This is always interesting up here in the attic. This is the old bell tower. Steeple now only, but it used to be a bell tower. And here's the old rope from the bell tower, or part of it at least. And so neat things that you find in these very old churches. By the way, this is why we didn't want to make many trips back up and down. Only way into the attic here is through this little hatch in a really tight closet. So, would you have thought there'd be attic access in this closet? But there is.